Yeah.
Oh, wow. Like, what type of character was Leanne playing?
Socialite.
A little bit of a typecast, huh?
Yeah.
That's so
I had to
funny.
go out. I don't know if she did the murder or what, though.
Oh no. Oh, that's. Oh, Anna, by the way, did you have any time to research what happened to that wedding you went to where the bride ditched the groom on the wedding night?
No, I can't remember any of their names. I know. I wish I did, but the one person that would know, I don't want to. Yeah, don't want to have any contact with them.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm sorry to leave you hanging like that.
This what I would do. I would find your friend on Facebook, go through their friends, and see if when the names rings a bell.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Trust me, I would have it figured out. I would have solved that mystery because I want to know.
I went down a rabbit hole the other day with somebody I hadn't thought of friends I hadn't thought about in a couple of decades, and it was very interesting what I learned. Oh, it's funny.
Well, welcome to Diva Days of Our Lives and Friends. So we were chatting amongst ourselves. So it happens.
Oops.
Oh no, we're good. It's hard to tell, but I'm actually in John Merlina's penthouse this weekend. I know it's hard to see, but that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It looked much better in the picture, but then when I uploaded it, it didn't turn out that well. Oh well, you'll have that. I'm at on Twitter too much at Diva of DOOL, and I do want to announce that I did not have Elon Musk's baby. So
that's all right. How many? There's been quite a few that have had his baby.
Well, we found out today there's 13. Yeah.
He needs to stop.
He's making up for. We
don't need any more.
But he's making up for the millennials that didn't have kids. So it's evening out. But it's funny, and Doc can verify this for me. I'm not making this up. I've had dreams for months that Elon wanted me to have his baby. So it could be true. And I'm thinking he's sending me subliminal messages through Twitter. Yeah.
There you go. But call it X, not Twitter.
I'm calling it Twitter.
Well, you won't ever. He's not gonna let you get. He's not gonna let you have his baby though.
That's
true. Calling it Twitter.
And I don't like I like unusual names, but his names are a little weird for his children.
X.
Yes.
Well, I can't pronounce them. That's a problem.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
X isn't X that little 4-year-old?
He's cute.
He's a cutie.
Yeah, they changed his name though. It was something you couldn't pronounce at all.
Yeah.
So we're also on Facebook.
Yeah. What's that?
No comment.
I'm not pregnant, so
I hope not.
Because I checked the Diva of DOOL.
Carrie.
The Diva of DOOL insurance plan does not cover pregnancies and birth.
Yeah.
So.
What the hell? Why not?
I mean, we're still paying off the debts from all your OSHA injuries that you had years ago.
Oh my gosh. Well, don't you guys want me to be a billionaire? I mean, what the hell?
Sure, yeah.
Just one kid and I'm a billionaire. Just one.
There you go.
Yeah. He keeps making the money.
Yeah. So, so Facebook page is at Diva of DOOL, and we're live. Whenever we're live, it's showing live on Facebook page and on Twitter, and YouTube's not connecting for some reason, but we'll have that. We have Marianne here today.
Hi, everyone. You can find me at Mama_Hooch on Twitter.
And Miss Jen is here from New York City.
I'm at RXJDK at Twitter. But I'm not in the city, though.
Oh, yeah. And Anna has changed location.
Undisclosed location, undercover in the Salem Witless Protection Program.
She's A.
She's in the Mirror Dungeon.
That's right.
She's A.
And
A for Anna.
A for Aremid. She's in Aremid.
There you
Okay.
go.
with
There you
Ava
go.
and Rafe
Oh, jeez.
and Rachel.
Oh, get me the
Okay.
hell out of there. Oof.
And EJ.
Uh, is there an underground tunnel I could escape from? Anyway, so you can find me at Causey Hooch on X and Instagram. I hardly ever tweet that, or I hardly ever post though over there. But anyway, so
Well, Anna, since you're here, do you want to start with the Kate updates? Basically, what happened with Body and Soul this week?
yeah, well, Kate comes in and she picks up something off the desk and sees that her picture had a big X through it, a big red X through it. So she realized that was from the crazy lady, the Whitley. And so anyway, so then it turns out Abe walks in and he says, "Did you find what was on your desk?" And she's like, "You put it there or whatever." And he's like, "Yeah." He goes, "I wanted you to see the seriousness of what we're dealing with here." And so I thought that was kind of dumb, but anyway,
That was terrible. That was
Yeah, that's so not Abe.
the most contrived way. I mean, and I'm not. I mean, Kate's still amazing, but the writing of it. Anyway, I mean, Kate looked fantastic, but other than that, I like her scenes with James Reynolds stuff, but yeah, it was a very quick way of getting rid of Body and Soul. We'll just put it that way, because they basically decided, she and Abe basically decided that they were going to close down shop because I guess if you want to read between the lines, they didn't feel like they had the budget to provide the kind of security. I'm just talking from their perspective, not that I think it makes sense or whatever, but they felt like even though Whitley is under 24-hour surveillance, I'm like, well, we all know that works in
Yeah.
Salem or at Bayview or anywhere else. That does not give me any level of security. But I think they realized their budget wasn't big enough to have like a real studio, obviously, because they were using the hospital as a set, and real security for their people and for their cast and crew. So they just suddenly sold it to the people that were that close. And that's what doesn't make sense. I guess they're trying to argue that they made it popular again, like the studio had closed Body and Soul down, and then Abe and Kate decided to resurrect it and just do it from Salem, produce it from Salem. So then, back a year ago or however long this storyline's been going on, and then I guess they're trying to say that they added so much value to it that the network decided to buy it back for a lot of money. And so they're going to make out fine as far as producers and owners of the show, meaning Kate and Abe. But they basically said that everyone had a job if they want. Oh, well, everyone in the cast had a job, but they would have to relocate to LA because the studio was insisting that they were not going to be filming in Salem. They were going to be filming in their studio in LA, which I'm assuming has the kind of security that they would need to keep from the Whitleys of the world entering. So anyway, that was the subtext of all that, I guess. So good for Abe and Kate making it better, or making it marketable enough that the studio, the faux studio, bought it back. So all of it was just like, okay, all this for how many months or a year, and then quote unquote to quote John, just like that, it's over. So they basically had, everyone thinking, oh gosh, do I want to move to LA? What was hilarious is when they announced that everyone would have to move to LA that wanted to continue, they all looked completely like crestfallen, like nobody was like, oh wow, how cool. I mean, Joy was kind of interested in it.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
like she was still in bed with the whatever from being poisoned, but like everybody in well, no, she came out, she was in her wheelchair, that's right. But later on, she said she was gonna go. She was wanting to go, and she was setting Alex up because she knew. Well, anyway, that gets off the tangent. But anyway, so basically, they made the announcement to everybody, and then I just thought it was hysterical how nobody in the room was like, "Oh, cool." It's like nobody wanted to move to LA.
Except for
So
I
Seth.
wouldn't either.
yeah, I wouldn't either. I mean, well, you
Ugh,
know, it's not. Yeah. Anyway,
not for me.
Except
It's
for
a
but
nice
Seth.
place to visit, but I wouldn't want to live there.
it was funny though how Seth was like the psycho to the psycho to resident
Oh, he's
ratio
leaving.
is the highest in the country in Salem or something like that.
Yeah.
That was a pretty funny line. But yeah, it's not very enthusiastic. But Seth's very enthusiastic about getting
Yeah.
out of Dodge. But then we find out part of the reason is it's not just his true love of acting, but also he's going to be losing his job anyway because we find out that not only is body and soul going down, but now we find out that the board of directors is pretty much going to declare bankruptcy at the hospital. So that's where, I mean, I only got through Wednesdays, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesdays episodes this week, but I don't know if anything else happens on that, but during the rest of the week. But as it stood with him, he was trying to encourage Kayla to go. She's like, what? So anyway, so that's somebody else can talk about the hospital. But anyway, that's kind of basically what I remember of Kate's interactions is,
Yeah.
you know, talking to Abe and then making the announcements to everyone. And it was, you know, anyway, it was an interesting way to make it go away. But they did not save Leo's job. The studio did not want Leo.
Did not want Leo.
Even if he moved out there, he was hoping he could do remote.
But
so yeah, so they fired Leo. And does anyone else? I mean, these episodes were written 2 months before.
Oh, Ron is
before Ron left. But it's almost like it's almost like he's writing his exit.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, exactly. That's still his writing, and he's talking about himself.
Well, you know, I did
Maybe he
see
knew it was
something.
coming.
Well, yeah, he must have because they made the announcement in July. Because I looked back on this earlier tonight when I was trying to think when do the new writers' material show up? They said April 25th. Apparently, is the first air date. But I was trying to figure it out, and apparently he probably knew in May. So May to June, July. So this is 2 months. So he's writing this knowing he was losing his job. So it was kind of like, okay, this is very transparent here that you're, you know, talking about the writer, you know. Anyway,
Yeah.
I mean, I don't envy anybody in that situation. I'm not, you know, but it's interesting timing because he clearly was writing it for, you know, definitely through his lens.
I thought the same thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, so that's the Kate report as far as I can remember.
Hey, is Josh Taylor okay? We haven't seen him out on screen in a while.
Yeah, you're right. She was talking to Roman on the phone when she walked in the office.
He's in the previews though, I think.
He's there for next week.
Yeah. Okay.
He was visiting Rex.
Yeah.
And
he's been there for a while.
Are Rex and Mimi together again? Or who is he with? No. Who is Rex with? I can't remember.
I think he was with Mimi, or they're raising their kid together. I don't know if they're together.
Yeah, they're both. Maybe, but I don't think they're together. But
yeah,
I don't know.
Okay, so
yeah.
Yeah, as far as bankruptcy in the hospital, there not much else happened other than Stephanie's doing PR for it. Yeah, that was the end of that. And Kayla's upset. That was pretty much the end of it. Nothing more came about with that. Bank. But I can't imagine it's going to go bankrupt because they use that set every single freaking day.
Yep.
Yeah. So, something's always going on with the hospital. And they always show the big hospital and the
hospital and the police station.
Yeah, and the police station, yeah.
Yeah, so with Body and Soul ending, do you guys think it was a bad idea from the beginning, or do you think it was a good idea and it was badly executed?
I don't know. I kind of like the idea.
Yeah, me too.
I thought it was kind of different. And I kind of like seeing the different actors play that part. I'd be curious to know what they thought about it, like the actors themselves, if they enjoyed it or if they didn't. There's a lot of fans, though, it seems like, didn't like it.
No.
They couldn't wait for it to be over.
Jen, didn't you say that Ron had written the same basic thing on One Life Away?
Yeah. It was fraternity row.
Yeah.
He kind of rehashes storylines.
A lot of things.
Yeah. I will say the one thing I will say is that I found I at first was intrigued with it because when Abe was talking about how much he loved the show and everything, I was like, oh, he's channeling a lot of our fans that, the fans that, saying the things that we would say and stuff.
Yeah,
if our
that's
show
what I liked about it.
It
was
liked
very
that.
clever.
What I did not like was I felt like a lot of the writing diminished the real actors. Because it was like any Tom, Dick, or Kayla can just come in off the street and do something that most of these people on the show have spent their entire careers refining and studying and working at. So to me, that was the subtext. To me, was
like anybody could come and do a soap.
Yeah, hey, you're handsome. You could be the new leading man, and then the next day he's doing scripts, and and that part bothered me just from a personal standpoint because I feel kind of protective for some of the actors and stuff, and so I feel like I wonder what they thought, and I don't know, but I wonder what they thought of it in some cases. I mean, some of them probably had fun with the outrageous, outlandish stuff.
I would, it happened,
but
you know what I thought was a missed opportunity? Instead of them reusing, the hospital set pretty much for the entire thing of Body and Soul, why couldn't they have used the real sets? Why couldn't they have shown people in their dressing rooms? Or that hallway they're always like filming selfies and stuff on. Like they could have pulled the cameras back and have us see, the like microphones and
that
the cameraman.
Yeah, that would have been fun.
The lighting,
like the real behind the scenes.
Yes. Yeah, I think that would have been cool. And I'm sure they could have, filmed a few scenes where you actually do see everyone on set and all the workings of what's all going on. And, I mean, and it wouldn't have cost them anything. They are on a set.
Yeah.
And
they don't want people to know that, though, maybe.
Well, I mean,
maybe they don't want people to know.
But wouldn't anybody be curious? Like, say,
they used to do tours.
Right? Yeah. Wouldn't you want to see Mary Beth's dressing room or Judy Evans or Robert Scott Wilson's,
Lauren Koslow.
Well, yeah. Well, Lawrence wasn't acting on Body and Soul, but I mean, that would have been cool and it wouldn't have cost them anything.
True.
They're already there. They just have to get a cameraman and some lighting in the dressing rooms. Instead of Alex and Stephanie having sex in the hospital, they would have done what all the actors do, which is take it to the
dressing room.
Exactly.
They could have filmed in the makeup room too, and wardrobe. Yeah. Like we could have seen all the cool behind the scenes shit that we like looking at out of curiosity. So I just think that was such a huge missed opportunity that they were more interested in let's keep filming from the stupid hospital set that we've seen 10,000 times for the past, 40, 50, 60 years. Yeah. I mean, let's show something else. So, guess it'll never happen.
Yeah, now they're done, I guess. I don't know.
We did see the cheating heart.
Yes. Yeah. Steve was telling Stephanie he gave Kayla chattering teeth for their first Valentine's Day.
Oh, yeah, that was funny. I forgot about that. I don't remember that.
I don't remember that, but that's...
Boy, were they young. It's like, whoa. About 30 years, probably at least, or 4, yeah.
Yeah, lady.
At least that or more. Yeah.
But I didn't remember that, like, chattering teeth. What the hell?
No, I don't remember that.
Like, you weren't even trying.
Weird how they dug that up, really. Oh.
God, I
And
wonder if
everybody seems to get married on Valentine's Day now.
Yeah.
Johnny and Chanel, right?
Yeah.
Was it Johnny and Chanel? They get
Mm-hmm.
married?
Yeah.
Yeah. Steve and Kayla.
Did John and Marlena ever get married on Valentine's Day?
I think so.
I think so.
Thought so.
One of them, I guess.
Yeah.
One of many.
One of the 10,000.
Yeah, I don't know how many times they've been married, like 4 or 5, maybe.
It's been a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Kristen does what we assumed she was going to do. She finds Ava, and Rachel talks her to leaving Ava there, and she does.
Yeah. Well, yeah, she saw the opportunity and went right with it. Yeah, she's
Yep.
still
So
after
did
Brady. Still after Brady.
Yeah,
Brady.
but she was manipulated, though, too, because her mom did play the Rachel card, saying, if you let her go, then Rachel's going to be in trouble.
Yeah.
So,
But how much trouble's Rachel going to be in?
seriously, she's 10.
She's not going to be in any trouble.
Or they could take her away from Brady and Kristen.
Yeah. Because technically, Rachel didn't really kidnap Ava. She drew her there. It was the other, not Rachel. Yeah. Rachel, little Rachel.
Yeah.
Well, that's
It's
the thing.
the
Yeah, they,
older Rachel that's holding her there. Not little Rachel.
right.
She brought her there. But yeah.
Yeah, I mean, they could have done it in such a way that kept Rachel out of it and just blamed everything on
Her
Grandma.
uncle is the D. Well, no, I guess he isn't the DA now. Not yet. But yeah, he's a DeMiro. I mean, come on.
Yep.
Yeah. That's kind of was a lame. I thought that was a lame, reason, but. No.
And then someone else comes to the mansion and could have rescued Ava, and EJ decides to leave her there too.
Yep.
That's just going to say.
And he dropped Rafe off
first. Until Rachel happened to see him bring in Rafe. So.
Poor Rachel. I mean, she just wanted
that made sense. She does have leverage on EJ.
Yes.
Sure. Yes.
Yes. EJ has such a funny way of trying to manipulate people. Like, he tries to pretend that he's the one who's in control when he's not. He's the one who's got skeleton in his closet and secrets he needs to hide. But he keeps thinking he could bluff people into doing what he wants. And Rachel's like, no, you brought Rafe here.
Yeah.
He's not going to boss her around. So, yeah. Oh, my goodness. So poor Rachel's now taking care of Rafe and Ava by herself. Yeah. So, I did read, I think the Ava thing does end this week coming out.
Oh, it does? Whoa.
Yeah. Ava gets.
I wondered how long they were going to keep her in that wheelchair. I don't know how long that was going to go on. Rafe's been held captive for a while now, longer than I thought.
Yeah. Yeah, the spoilers said that Brady and Steve find Ava.
Okay.
Week. Yeah. So we're
I
almost.
don't see why people don't just go to that tunnel first time anyone's missing. They need to.
Yeah.
Somebody needs to go. I'll get the Horton cabin. Somebody else needs to go. I'll check in the DeMira underground tunnel, and then a couple other places, and there'd be really short storylines.
Yeah.
Yeah. They did try to explain some of the history too of Rachel and her, because I kind of was fuzzy on that myself, but how she was alive and everything. They really didn't go into it that much, but yeah. So.
Yeah, it turns out Rachel didn't know Stefano was dead.
Yeah.
That's why she kind of stayed in hiding.
Yeah.
Okay. Jada confronts EJ for setting her up. So Jada was on fire this week.
Oh, yes.
Oh, yeah, she went to find EJ and sees Belle there. Yeah. Wonder why Belle's there. Oh, I'm here to visit Johnny.
Yeah.
And she believed her at first.
And later
Until
in the week,
thought more about it.
Yes,
Yeah.
and when she meets up with Shawn at the end of the week and starts drinking, then she puts 2 and 2 together and tells him, "Yeah, I don't think that was a one and done with Belle and EJ."
Yeah. Right.
So, and the spoilers this week show Shawn and Jada do get closer.
I was going to say, you could see it this week.
Yeah, I like
They're
them.
trying to confide. She's confiding in him, and he's trying to comfort her. And yeah. So, guess they're going there.
Yeah, go for it and see what happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
there's nothing with her and Rafe.
No.
No.
I don't see it anyway.
Yeah, but that's the thing. Who we think is the rooting couple and who Corday thinks is the rooting couple are always two different couples.
That's true.
He might think Rafe, Corday. He might think Rafe and Jada are endgame, and and Shawn and Belle are endgame, and they're just
Yeah.
temporary.
Oh yeah, true. That's probably how it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
Somehow they're going to get Shawn and Belle back together, I would think. They're two legacy characters. I don't think they're going to split them up for good. So.
I kept saying to myself, like even with the Alex and Joy and Stephanie thing, and honestly, Shawn and Belle at this point too. I'm like,
He's better with EJ.
I just don't care. Like
Yep.
you're not making the only people that I mean, Chanel and Johnny.
Yes.
I love them still.
Uh-huh.
And I loved how things ended on, I think it was Wednesday's show with them talking about wanting to have a baby. And of course, then you're wondering, are they going to adopt that baby?
Sounds like it's what's going to happen, or it's being talked. It was talked about at the end of Friday?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Because I hadn't seen that yet, but I just had a feeling it was too coincidental that they were right there.
Yeah, a lot of foreshadowing there.
Oh yeah, there was. I mean, it was practically a flashing billboard.
Right.
Yeah.
That's what I was thinking. Like, Kayla's gonna say, "Oh, you really shouldn't get pregnant again," or whatever. You shouldn't risk it. Oh, she did.
Yeah,
okay.
she did.
See, I knew that was gonna happen.
They tested and stuff. Yeah, she should. Yeah.
Yeah, that Chanel's blood work didn't look good. She actually told her to wait 2 more months before they conceived.
Okay, so
and Chanel's kind of leery and afraid that it'll happen again.
Yeah.
So then they did discuss adoption.
Oh yeah.
And then and so did Tate and
I finally saw the new Sophia.
And this new Sophia.
Yeah,
she's okay, but I like the other girl.
But I mean, we just like the other. We like the other one, and I mean, I remember I was bummed when they replaced the Chanel character, but then actress. But then I grew to love this one. So you know.
And I had read that first she left on her own. She wanted to. Yeah.
Okay, she was really good.
Yeah, it wasn't because they didn't,
okay, well that's good. Well, that's good.
Yeah. Yes. So with that all thing, Sophia and Amy and Tate are outside in the Horton Square and kind of eating, and Sophia just kind of blurts it out, "Hey, we want to put the baby up for adoption." And they had a couple in mind, but they kind of backed out. And she was trying to fill out her mom to see if her mom would go along with it if she met with the couples and got to know them and liked them or not. And then that's when Sophia started getting some pains, and they took her to the hospital. And Tate and Sophia were very concerned about the baby. And Amy was actually kind of impressed, saying, "Oh, you guys want to put up this baby up for adoption, but you guys really are concerned about whether the baby is okay or not." And then and it turns out Sophia's fine. I guess they said her ligaments were stretching, so basically she was just, it happens. I don't think it's something that they could have went to the hospital for. It's not painful like that. That's a little silly. Your womb's stretching out a little bit, but so that was around the same time Chanel and Johnny get the news that they should wait at least 2 months to get pregnant again. And so Tate came out and was talking about the adoption, and then Johnny and Chanel were like, "Hey, we'll
What about
adopt
us? Yeah. Like, what about us? Yeah. So,
Do you
and that's
really?
it. That we don't know. Yeah.
Do you really think Amy would say yes to Johnny and Chanel?
Nope.
I'm gonna
No.
say, do you, like when
No, for many reasons.
and I'm just gonna say, I'm not being like ugly or anything, but
For
so
many
Johnny,
reasons.
what was your experience with religion? Well, I was possessed by the devil for a period of time.
Yep.
End of discussion right there.
And my grandfather, Stefano DeMira.
Yeah. And his father is EJ, and Marlene, his grandmother Marlena was also possessed by devil, and his mother is Sammy Brady.
Yeah.
Who was on death row.
And if she's been in Salem long enough, she knows both families.
Yep.
Yeah.
That would be a hard one. That's gonna be a hard nut to crack there.
Maybe she doesn't know too much about Chanel, but she knows about, well, probably she doesn't know about Paulina and all things that Paulina's been doing, gotten herself into. So,
right. Yeah. So there's a lot of skeletons in the closet.
And Chanel, I love your personality, but aren't you radioactive? No.
Yeah, they brought that up about. Really brought that up about.
Don't let her find out Chanel had a 3-way. Oh my God.
Oh, that's funny. I didn't realize all this was happening later in the week.
Let alone a 3-way.
Yeah, or that she was into girls. Yeah.
Oh, and then that she's bi. Oh my. She's bi. Oh my.
I mean, seriously, if
can't be that.
Yeah, if Amy says yes, this will be a miracle because I don't see.
Yeah.
She's way too judgy. She's not. That's not gonna
help. A little bit.
A little tiny bit.
Just a bit.
Yeah. So, also the whole Jada thing. So Arnold makes himself at home at the PlayStation. He puts his feet on the desk and starts smoking a cigar.
He's not even trying to be like Rafe at all. It's such a giveaway.
He thinks this is a no-show job. He doesn't have to do it. And she catches him, and she's like, what the hell are you doing? And they fight, and she slaps him. So, needless to say, Jada's not interested in getting back together with the guy she thinks is Rafe.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah, he actually told her that she just needs to suck it up and just move on. She lost her job. Yep. It's sad, but people are actually like that. I mean, even someone who's well-intentioned will tell you stuff like that. Like, you lost your job, you got tricked out of it, oh well, get over it. Yeah, that's not good. That's not good closure for somebody who got
No.
Yeah, it doesn't work that way. Not in Salem. So Jada had a hell of a week. She got in a fight with EJ, she slapped Arnold, and then she started getting drunk with Shawn and told him that his ex-wife slept with EJ more than once. So she...
I like EJ and Belle. A lot more chemistry there than Belle and Shawn.
Yeah. I like Shawn and Jada.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like EJ. Oh, now how about the conversation between Belle and Brady? Marlene told Brady. She said, "Oh, Mom told you." So we were to get that was funny. Yeah.
Well, when you have sex in Marlena's
what do you
house?
Yeah.
You don't have any privacy anymore. I'm sorry.
No. And what are you doing living with your mother? Both of them. Aren't both of them living? Isn't Brady living there with Rachel? Or when Rachel comes visit. So Belle and Brady are both living with Mom and Dad or whatever. And she's a DA now. She got to be making good money to get her own apartment, for goodness. I mean, it's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, Paulina needs to work on that housing. I mean, that was her thing. She was a builder, and they still have no housing in Salem. And that enabled psychos running around the network.
All the psychos in Salem, yeah.
Yeah, the network.
That was funny.
Yeah, the LA was safer for the cast than Salem.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yes.
Yeah, because we all know how safe LA is, and there's never any crimes or anything of this. They just have less psychos, I guess.
Yes. Yeah. Those psychos in Salem.
Psychos is, yeah. What a good name for a band.
Salem Psychos.
The Salem Psychos.
Salem Psychos.
Joy impressed me this week, and I'm kind of glad for Ron that he is changing the way women are portrayed on the show. Because in the past, we would have known what had happened. Joy would have tried to manipulate Alex to stay, and she'd be obsessed with him, and blah, blah, blah. And no, she just flat out dumps his ass.
Yep.
Right.
So, yeah. So that made me like her a lot more.
Yeah.
You know, sometimes you have to admit you got played, and, you know, you screwed up, you made a mistake, and just cut ties and move on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So, speaking of body and soul, so Doug finally shows up for his first day at work.
Yep.
His last day at work.
Yeah.
Yep, and Leah had to tell him, yeah, the show's moving back to LA, and he was actually nice enough to let Doug keep his advance.
Yeah.
So that was nice. And speaking of Doug had some great scenes with Julie on Valentine's Day. He gave her roses.
Aw.
Yeah.
And they showed some flashbacks of Doug and Julie on Valentine's Day, and those were nice.
Mm-hmm.
And Doug was actually trying to talk Julie into maybe opening the club back up again.
Yeah, it wouldn't be the same without Doug.
Yeah.
But she could look at it as doing it in memory of him, not to honor him. So I don't know. Maybe they'll talk her into it.
Well, maybe famous businesswoman Chloe Lane will come back into town, and they can resurrect their Julie's Place business.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, she was explaining to him all about Doug's place and in Julie's place.
Aww.
About that.
Aww.
But I don't think it's a bad idea, because I think she needs a good distraction at this point.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Plus, she'd be interacting. You know, like it's interacting with friends, and you know,
Right.
she's very social, and right now she's keeping to herself a lot, understandably.
Mm-hmm.
So it actually would be a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I hope she gets nominated for
Maybe
Emmy.
we'll find out that Doug the Third has an amazing voice. You never know.
Maybe.
Maybe he inherited that from his grandpa.
Yeah. Or the day players can play there.
Oh yeah.
That's another thing. Yeah.
That would be
true. They're very good. Yeah, very good.
I mean, I understand they're cheap and they don't want to pay for music licensing and all that.
Right.
There's so many talented people on the cast that can sing.
Oh yeah.
So why not use it? You know, or at least once in a while, like back when they did in the Glory Days, especially when they had Gloria Loring back. You know why? And they had her sing for a bit, and Doug and Julie always sang.
Yep, and Justin.
Yeah. There's a lot of singers. Joe.
A lot of them can sing on there.
I remember when like American Idol just came out, and they had all these singing competition shows. And, you know, so you saw these lines, all these people trying out, and we don't laugh at the bad auditions and all that. You know, they'd always have really horrible.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
And I just felt like such an idiot, because I feel like I'm literally the only person in the world who cannot sing at all.
I don't feel bad.
I can't. I cannot carry a tune at all.
But I feel like everybody can. And it's like, is it just bad genetics? Is it? I mean, you know, it's not
it's funny how that works, but no, I can't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I try. I've been trying since I was little. I mean, people tell me to stop.
I think it's just something right. You're just born that way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm so unathletically inclined. And it's like I look at other people, I'm like, really?
That's another thing with athletics too. You either you're really good or you're really bad.
Yep.
One or the other. Yeah. Athletics, I could do that, but nothing to highs, you know, but I played in school and stuff, but other than that, no. but I could not sing. Couldn't go to or play. I didn't play an instrument. I couldn't read music.
Me either.
I had no interest in that either, like in like playing an instrument.
Yeah.
So I'm not musically inclined. I love music though. I love to listen to it. But
Yeah.
I
played.
Go ahead, sweetie.
I played sports as a kid, but I was really bad.
Yeah. I'll do karaoke, but very bad too.
I liked playing sports. I didn't ever do anything seriously. It was just intramural or whatever.
Softball.
But I enjoyed a lot of different sports. But
yeah.
And I liked music. I played the violin and I played the piano for a little bit, but then I fired my piano teacher.
And you got to remember
when I was 6.
Yeah, and when I played girl sports, they didn't have girl sports until like maybe a junior.
Title IX, yeah.
Intramural.
Yeah.
We didn't play like boys did, against each other. Now look at them, girls.
1974.
Yeah, I graduated in 75. So yeah.
So Anna, you said you fired your piano teacher
when I was 6.
You fired her?
Is this a therapy session?
Yes.
Or did she quit?
No, well, okay, so this is like another mini soap opera, okay? Because like there was a lady in our neighborhood who taught piano, and I was friends with her daughter, and her daughter hated music. She was a sports person. She loved sports. She was really good at it. As we were friends all those years, I find out later she hated music. But her mom was known for being in music, by a piano teacher and all that. And so a lot of the neighborhood kids went to her for piano lessons. And it turns out, I didn't know because I was adopted, so I didn't know till years later that my biological father on the side was a jazz and swing drummer. After his era, I mean, he was an old soul in that regard because it was not his era, but he was very talented in drumming. And then I found out the reason why I never had to practice violin, and I would I admittedly cheat on my how long did you practice this week at home? I always put like 2.5 hours or something, and it was like 30 minutes maybe because I would get bored because I liked playing with the group,
Yeah.
So anyway, but I was like third seat in our varsity, well, I didn't get that far. Anyway, as far as I went, I was one of the top violinists. Then I find out that there were concert violinists on both sides of my family. So yeah, crazy, huh? So and like my biological father's his whole family was musical, and so it's an interesting thing because I was drawn to it. But anyway, with the piano, I didn't, of course, know I had jazz in my genes, so to speak. But I was playing the piano and doing one of my lessons with her and with the teacher, and I was jazzing it up, but I didn't even realize it was natural. It truly was natural talent, right? Well, she was like, "You need to do it exactly like this," Well, she was jealous because she could see my natural talent where her daughter couldn't have cared less, And I didn't know, a lot of this came out years later when her daughter told me about it. Didn't tell me that her mom was jealous, but just that she resented having to do all that, when she didn't like music. Right. But anyway, so then I was like, oh, so my 6-year-old self was like really ahead of things there. I figured it out early. But anyway, so I remember that she was like forcing me to do it a certain way, and I was fighting against my natural inclinations. Maybe she was right, but I was 6,
Yeah.
So anyway, so I remember clear as day marching home, walking in and going, I'm never going back. I'm done with piano. And then a couple years later, I had the opportunity to take up the violin in school, and so I started that. So anyway, but it's just funny how it was a very clear memory of mine.
Yeah.
Stormed home, walked in the door, and said, "I'm not playing piano again." Which, of course, I really wish I could play the piano, but anyway, whatever.
I just think it's a gift that you're born with.
Yeah. You either got it or you don't.
Well, and it's interesting because my birth mom didn't have she tried piano and wasn't naturally inclined to it, but there were generations before her had been. And then on my birth father's side, he was, as what were a lot of the people in his family.
Mhm.
So it is interesting because I didn't know, but people thought I practiced all the time, and I was like, if you only knew how little I practiced. But anyway, but I didn't know where I got it.
Mm.
Anyway, so that's my story.
No, that's really cool. Yeah. I just thought it was fun. Like I could just see you like little Rachel Black firing her
Yes.
Little
mother. I am
And,
done with her.
and all those years ago, for me to still remember so distinctly, it really kind of cracks me up. But yeah. Well, anyway, so that's my little. So, but agree. I wish they would let the people who have the musical talent and performing ability, to actually showcase that on the show. That would be so awesome. I mean, they could sing old classics and stuff
Yeah.
that don't have the copyright anymore, or whatever. Even that would
Right.
be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So
They do it on General Hospital.
people in St. Louis would be like, Brady Black, who knew that you had that in you? That would be fun, I think. So anyway.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Yeah, General Hospital has that nurses ball, and
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
they do a special episode as a fundraiser for the
Fundraiser to save the hospital.
Yep.
Yes, and
There
they
you
did
go.
that back in the day, didn't they? They put
Yeah.
on a variety
Yeah, they
way
did.
back in the 80s.
Oh, I didn't know that. Okay.
Yeah, they
Oh
did.
yeah, on days. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I didn't
Yeah.
know that I forgot about that on days.
Fundraiser for the riverfront.
Yeah.
The emergency center.
Yeah. I remember.
Oh,
I mean, even Alice Horton performed, and yeah,
I
everything
forgot
did.
all about that.
Yeah.
The one conversation I thought was fascinating this week was Kristen and Sarah. So Kristen's at small bar, and she's getting wasted.
Oh, Kristen knows something's up. That was good. Yeah.
Yeah, she was drinking because she actually was feeling guilty about leaving Ava there. And finding out what Rachel did. And Sarah comes over, and it was almost like a Real Housewives read of each other. Like Kristen was completely bluntly honest with Sarah and her relationship with Xander, and the same thing with Sarah was kind of honest with Kristen and how she deals with things, and they were completely right about each other, and I thought that was fascinating. Because Sarah's basically trying to keep Xander out of trouble, but she's trying to put up a front that he's changed and he's a better person. But she knows.
She knows.
Yeah.
She knows that she's worried about that.
Right. Wouldn't she be like at least a little appreciative? Go ahead.
One of the summaries said something, that recap said something about Philip and Xander join forces. What's about that? I didn't get to that point.
Yeah.
Yeah, they Philip was at the house. Xander comes in, and Xander actually invites Philip to stay for dinner and actually asks him to spend the night in the mansion. And
like moving back in too, I think is where it's leading to.
Yeah. Instead of
what's his motivation, or what's going on?
They're gonna take Demira down, right? That's
okay.
Philip's agreeing to that now.
Okay.
They're gonna ally with Ching. Mr. Shin.
Yeah.
Oh,
they were talking about the Demir shares. Who has what shares?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
They figured out they really can't pick off any Demiras. That they think they're all gonna stay together.
Band together.
Yeah. So I think Mr. Shin's the one to try to pick off. So, and they claim he's a majority shareholder, which I don't believe. I doubt the Demiras would let themselves be in the minority.
Well, maybe he bailed them out or something at one point, because they're always like, Mr. Shin, Mr. Shin, Mr. Shin.
Yeah, they're always like
so they
seems like he's the top guy.
Yeah.
So I just figured somewhere along the line, I don't know if it was explained or not, but I figured maybe when Demira, one of the times when one of the lesser Demiras was running the place, they might have, maybe almost lost it, and maybe he came in and saved it or something, or funded it, or I don't know. I don't know how that happened, but
Kristen's supposed to be in charge of it now, but you never really see any goings on with the mayor,
No.
right? So
yeah,
I don't
ever
know.
since the crazy lady left,
Yeah, I guess, and Xander and Philp
Connie,
think this is the time to strike now.
Yeah.
After
because there
that.
for a while they had Gabby and Kristen, and then
Right,
Connie and
right.
Ava, and
And
then
Ava. But now Ava and Connie are gone, and Gabby, I don't know.
Gabby hasn't been much of anything lately. She's
No.
just
No, other than trying to get her with JJ.
right.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
Oh, and there was an article out saying, I don't know if they're filming it now. We know Matt Ashford's filming and Melissa Reeves is filming again. Something about they were going to showcase Jack and Jennifer.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
They'll be back again.
Yeah. So I wasn't sure if they're talking about this is for November coming up or this is something that's going to be airing. But it definitely looks like, oh, and there's, I saw pictures of them on Instagram too. So it was Susan Hayes, Missy, Casey Moss, and I can't remember who the other person would be. So yeah, they were all they're on Instagram together and formal. Yeah, didn't we hear they were doing new cast pictures?
Yes, they are doing new cast pictures.
Yeah, so I think it was a casting photo. Yeah, but they're
they're all doing it for like the 60th anniversary.
Oh.
So a lot of them will be like around for that. I guess anything they're filming now will be around November, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm
I
thinking.
think so, yeah.
Yeah, so right.
Yeah. So well, we were talking about Steve and the chattering teeth. So Steve pretends and Stephanie pretend that they forgot it's Steve and Kayla's wedding anniversary. And Kayla's a little miffed, and then she goes to work and she comes back and they have their home for her. Yeah. So I mean it was cute, but I mean really
It's cute. But she should know Steve wouldn't forget. Yeah.
Oh, well, cringe wise, we also had Maggie and Holly having the sex talk.
With her grandma.
With their grandma. But I mean, I think it's good that Maggie approached that because.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. You know, I think, I mean, especially with what happened with Tate, she should make sure that Holly doesn't get pregnant.
Yes.
She should run the other way.
Yeah.
Well, Maggie didn't say that though. She wasn't.
No, she's not telling her not to.
No, she's just telling her to be careful.
Just be careful. And she was telling her about the emotional part of it too,
Well, that's good. Yeah.
Yeah, which is good because all the female characters.
That happened to Maggie. Like she got pregnant young, right? Wasn't that Summer? Was that who Summer was? The one, yeah.
Yeah, we're trying to forget her.
Yeah. Actually,
and the other one.
Maggie didn't mention
Summer
her.
who?
I thought Maggie would bring her up, but she didn't. She didn't say.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad they did bring up the emotional part of sex because the other act like it's no big deal, like Stephanie. And
Stephanie.
If I have to hear one more time after someone has a one night stand, hey, let's take this slow. You already let the barn door out.
Yeah.
Shutting the barn door. Yeah, after that.
I don't
back with Alex.
That is
let's see
not
how long that.
Yeah, you don't sit there and say, "Hey, let's take this slow after you have sex." No, that basically you're saying, "Okay, we had sex, but we'll just take the relationship slow."
Yeah.
But we're still gonna have sex. That's not. That's friends with benefits. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah. Yes. But that's today's world, so how they do it. Do it backwards.
Male or female, if you're agreeing to friends with benefits and you secretly like that person, you are setting yourself up to be your heart. Your heart will be broken. Yeah. And while Holly's getting ready for Tate at the Horton cabin, and she's got her lingerie on, Doug walks in.
And the reason he walks in is kind of like strange.
Yeah, Julie had song lyrics that Doug wrote for her, and she left it at the cabin.
and she left it at the cabin when she was there before. Oh, I'll go get it for you, Julie.
Yeah.
This is kind of like the equivalent of remember how it always used to be like Brian Datillo and EJ, they would all suddenly be in a towel, shirtless,
Yep.
just having come out of the shower and are all of a sudden in a conversation with other people in the hallway, or whatever of the apartment. So, things like that.
Yeah. Well, isn't that how Sammy met EJ? She opened the door.
Yep.
That's right.
Yes, that was memorable.
That's right.
I remember that. Yeah.
That was Yes, that was our first shot of James Scott.
James Scott.
Her. Yes. Oh, that was a fabulous introduction to James Scott. That was amazing.
Oh,
yeah. They did have amazing chemistry together.
Yes,
Sammy
absolutely.
Sam and EJ. Yeah.
Totally off the charts. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, next week, the show is celebrating Valentine's Day. That's continuing with, and then I read a spoiler saying Belle was going to try to trap EJ. So I don't know what that means, but kind of a vague one. But it also, I read
Is she not getting suspicious yet about what's in the tunnel?
He's not in the tunnel anymore.
No, she only has one thing in her mind when she sees EJ.
That's right. He's at Aremid or Aremid.
Yeah, Anna, just go up in the attic. You will find Rafe. He's up there with Ava.
Yeah.
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 So watch out for Rachel.
Yeah, so I think from what I read, I think Belle thinks her and EJ have a relationship, but he's basically just screwing her, and then he's going to take her job.
Yeah. Yeah, he's planning to take their job.
Well, do you think she'd get a clue when Jada lost her job?
They never get a clue.
Yeah.
So, anything else this week? Or any spoilers out there?
Mm-mm.
Oh, that was a cute picture of Teo with his great nephew. Oh my God.
Oh, that was so sweet.
Oh, that baby's so cute.
Just melts my heart. Yeah. Yeah, George, I guess. Well, that's his brother George's grandson. I think it's his son. Yeah. And his name's George, too, so they named it.
So the baby of one of the nephews that used to visit?
Yeah, his brother George has two nephews, Andrew and Peter. I think I don't know which one it is. Okay. But, yeah. It's one of it's his son.
Adorable.
Yeah.
Well, alrighty, ladies. I hope you guys had a great Valentine's Day. My work did not recognize Valentine's Day because they've been sending... I actually got work emails at 6:30 Friday night. I left my work phone at home. I'm sorry. And then I got emails this morning.
It's not a holiday, right?
Well, it's Friday. It's
just
30.
It's a money-making scheme.
6:30 on a Friday on Valentine's Day?
Yes, I get
chocolate-covered strawberries.
Yeah.
I'd
rather have a dozen of those than flowers.
Nice.
I've had cookies.
Nice. Yeah.
I got roses, chocolate-covered strawberries,
you got
bottled wine, and cheesecake.
Oh man.
You're just a young engaged couple.
I'm engaged.
I was gonna say,
yeah.
Are you guys gonna pretend to be Marlena and John now? The strawberry.
Oh yeah.
I'm just teasing.
These are big chocolate-covered strawberries.
Oh, those are delicious.
They're huge.
Those are amazing.
But you have to come with a knife, though. You can't throw it in your mouth. You'll choke.
Right.
They're so
thick chocolate.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're huge.
They're for sharing.
Delicious.
Well, that's nice. That's very cool. Well,
all right.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything else.
Nope.
All right.
All right. I'll see. I'll
turn
it off now. So I'll see you
All
right.
next week. Thank you.
Next
Take care. Bye-bye.
All righty. We're off.